Hello friends, welcome to my channel Basant Mudgil English classes. I hope you all are doing well. Friends, in today's lesson, we are going to talk about one of the most important topics of English grammar, that is determiners. Yes friends, determiners, a very important topic, be it your school education, be it your competition exam, be it your use of language. Knowledge of determiners will help you to make your language more effective, more meaningful, and more beautiful. In this video, I am going to talk about the basics of determiners, the concept of determiners, types and uses of determiners, technicalities and nuances of determiners. Some students and some learners find this topic quite uneasy or quite complicated, but it is not so. This topic is very easy. Stay with me and by I will make this topic very easy and graspable for you. So let's start determiners. If we talk about English language, then various words are divided into 8 functional categories. In a sentence, various words play different roles, and as per their role or function, they are divided into 8 categories. Those are called parts of speech. One of them is adjectives. Adjectives are those words which modify or qualify a noun or pronoun. Adjectives या विशेषण वो शब्द हैं जो किसी नाउन या प्रोनाउन को मॉडिफाई करते हैं, उसके बारे में कुछ एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन देते हैं. And determiners comes under adjectives. Determiners adjective का ही part. If we look at this picture and if we consider that the large circle and the small circle, if the words that are included in this large circle are adjectives, then words in this small circle are determiners. It means all the determiners are adjectives, but all the adjectives are not determiners. This is because determiners perform certain function and they modify a noun in just certain ways, in just certain manners. One more difference is there. Adjectives modify noun and pronoun both, but determiners modify only nouns. This is the basic difference between adjectives and determiners. Determiners has a certain function to perform only. Adjective is an umbrella term, means adjectives modify or qualify noun and pronoun in various ways. But if we talk about determiners, determiners modify and qualify nouns in a certain way. They are specific or certain functions that determiners perform. The functions of adjectives is vast, large, many, but functions of determiners are few. So determiners are that branch of adjective which perform certain function. This is the basic difference between determiners and adjectives. Second thing, adjectives modify or qualify noun and pronoun both, but determiners do not qualify or modify pronouns. They always modify a noun. So determiners can be said a limited or a special, a particular branch of adjectives. This is about the origin of determiners, from where the determiners came. Let us discuss the meaning of determiners. Determiner is derived from the word determine, which means to specify, to particularize. So determine means to specify, किसी चीज़ को निर्धारित करना. इसीलिए हिंदी में डिटरमिनर को निर्धारक भी कहते हैं, जो किसी चीज़ को निर्धारित करे. In a sentence, we need to determine our noun. Noun exists in various situations, तो हमें कई बार noun को determine करना पड़ता है. उसको स्पेसिफाई करना पड़ता है. In that way, we need to take the help of determiners. We need to use the determiners. Let us see how determiners specify a noun. Identity. Sometimes we need to specify the identity of determiners, whether they are definite or indefinite. Sometimes a noun is identifiable, a definite noun, sometimes it is indefinite. In that sense, we need to use articles as determiners. Articles की help से हम ये निश्चित करते हैं कि वो specific है या unspecific. We have three articles, a and the. A and n are indefinite articles. They do not specify the noun. A dog is a pet. Here, the dog is not specific. Every dog, it caters to every dog. But if I say the dog, it means I have a particular dog in mind. I am talking about a particular dog. The Ganga, it means the river Ganga. So we make the noun definite or indefinite with the help of article as determiners. Specifying quantity. Sometimes we need to specify the quantity of determiners. They are in definite quantity or indefinite quantity. For example, 1 pen, 2 cars, 3 boys. This is a definite quantity of noun. But some students, many people. So this is an indefinite quantity. So determiners help us to specify the quantity of the noun. Place or position. In a sentence, sometimes we need to specify the place or position of noun. For example, this is my book. That is yours. These are my belongings. Those are yours. Here I am specifying the position of the nouns. This, that, these, those. Also I am specifying the position and the quantity. This, these, that, those. So determiners help us to specify the quantity. Now place or position. Possession. Possession means having the ownership of. कोई चीज किसी के अधिकार में होना. When we need to specify the possession of a noun, we use determiners. For example, this is my marker. That is your cycle. This is her dress. Here, with the help of various possessive determiners, I am specifying that who is the owner of what. कौन सी चीज किसके पोजेशन में है, कौन किस पर किसका अधिकार है. ये मेरा मार्कर पेन है, वो तुम्हारी साइकिल है, ये उसकी कपड़े हैं. Here determiners help us to specify the position. Then there are some question mark determiners too, which help us to make questions, to ask about the noun. So they specify again the noun in a questioning form. So determiners help us to specify the identity of noun, quantity of noun, place or position of noun, possession of noun, and with the help of question, they again help us to specify the noun. So in this way, determiners determine noun in various ways. So we have seen that determiners help us to specify a noun in a sentence. Determiners एक सेंटेंस में नाउन को स्पेसिफाई करने में हमारी हेल्प करते हैं. डिटरमिनर्स स्पेसिफाई ए नाउन इन टर्म्स ऑफ देयर आइडेंटिटी, उनकी पहचान, whether it is definite or indefinite. They specify a noun in terms of its quantity, उसकी संख्या के रूप में, whether it is definite or indefinite. they specify the place or position of a noun here or there. They also specify the possession, the ownership of a noun, कि वो noun वो particular चीज़ किससे related है, किससे belong करती है, who is the owner of that. So they also specify the possession, and with the help of some question they also specify a noun in various ways. So in this you can get this point that they are the part of adjective because they qualify or modify a noun, and they are a particular branch, a specific branch of adjective which perform certain function of specifying a noun. Let us move to the next point of determiners. Now we will talk about position of determiners. We know that determiners qualify a noun. It means determiners always come before a noun, but there can be situation where one or more determiners can be used before a noun. In this situation, how to decide or determine the position of determiners? कौन सा determiners पहले आएगा? If there are two determiners, then which determiner comes first and which will come second? पहले कौन सा आएगा, उसके बाद कौन सा आएगा? If there are three determiners, then which determiner will come at the first position, which determiner will come at the central position, which determiner will come at the final position. So in this way, determiners can be categorized into three ways: predeterminers, central determiners and post determiners. वो determiners जो अगर दो determiners हों तो मेन determiner के पहले आएंगे. If there are three determiners तो कौन सा determiner सबसे पहले आएगा, कौन सा determiner central position में आएगा, and which determiner will come at the last, means post determiner. So let us study this table of predeterminer, central determiner and post determiner, the position of determiners. Now position of determiners. What will be the position of determiners? First of all, I want to clear one thing. The position of determiners will be in respect to each other, not in respect to noun. मतलब determiner की position की जो बात हम कर रहे हैं वो इनके आपस से संबंधित होगी, वो noun से related नहीं होगी. Determiners will always come before a noun. Determiner चाहे एक हो, चाहे दो हो, चाहे तीन हो, they will always come before noun. Their position will be in respect to each other. These are predeterminers, these are central determiners and these are post determiners. If predeterminers and central determiners will be used before noun, तो इनकी position रहेगी predeterminers, then central determiner and then noun. अगर predeterminer में से कोई, central determiner में से कोई और post determiner में से कोई यूज किया जाता है, then their position will be predeterminers plus central determiners, then post determiners and then noun. If anyone from these will be used, three of these will be used, then the position will be predeterminers, then central determiners and then post determiners. So this will be the position. Let us look at the list of predeterminers, central determiners and post determiners. One more thing I want to clear. There are more than 50 determiners in English language. So to provide an exhaustive list, a complete list of all the determiners here is quite very difficult. But this is generally a list of determiners which can be divided into three categories. Okay, predeterminers, quantifiers, all, both, half, double, triple, 1/3, 2/3, 1/10, twice, thrice, 4 times, 10 times, 5 times, all of, many of, none of, some of. These are the predeterminers. Then central determiners, articles, demonstratives, possessives, interrogatives like which, what, whose, articles a and the, demonstrative, this, that, these, those, possessive, my, your, our, her, his, their, its. These are the central determiners. If they are two determiners, predeterminers and central determiners, then the sequence will be predeterminer plus then central determiner and noun. For example, if these determiners are present, all of the boys, सभी लड़के, all of the boys, then the position is predeterminer, central determiner and noun. Again, one more example. Both the doctors are corrupted. दोनों डॉक्टर corrupted हैं. Both predeterminer, the central determiner and then the noun. Now post determiners and central determiners. If these are present in a sentence, the sequence will be central determiner and post determiner. For example, my first school, मेरा पहला school. My is a central determiner, then the post determiner first and the noun. So in this way, this is the position of various determiners, predeterminers, central determiners and post determiners. While making the sentence, we will put these determiners in their proper place before the noun. I hope the position of determiners is clear to you. Predeterminers जो सबसे पहले आएंगे अगर दो या दो से ज़्यादा determiners हों, if there are two or more than two determiners, central determiners which will come in between two determiners and post determiners which will follow the central determiner but before the noun. Let us take some example to understand the position of determiners in a sentence. Here we have 5 examples to show position of different determiners in a sentence. Here we have predeterminers, central determiners, post determiners and noun. So let us take examples. All those few dollars. वो सब कुछ dollars. Here in this sentence, all is a predeterminer. Those is a central determiner, that is demonstrative. Post determiner is few and then dollars. So we have seen that predeterminer, then central determiner and then post determiner. After there is a noun. Let us take second example. An other ice cream. एक और ice cream. Here we have only two determiner. One is central determiner and an article. Second is post determiner other. So the position will be first central determiner, then post determiner, then the noun and other ice cream. Then we have a little more tea. Here there are three determiners, but we need to identify the category of the determiner. If there are three determiner, it doesn't mean कि हम उनको pre, central और post की position पे रख दें. We need to understand कि किस determiner की position कौन सी होगी. Let us see. A little more tea. Here A is a central determiner, that is an article. Little and more, these are post determiner. So both will be put under the category of post determiner. It means there are three determiners but only two determiner category as per the position. Then the noun, a little more tea. Now both my sisters. Here again there are two determiners but we need to understand their category. Both is a predeterminer, my is a possessive central determiner. In this sentence there is no post determiner. So the position will be both my sisters. Now fifth example, her next two books. Again, there are three determiners but only two determiner positional categories. Her is a central determiner that is possessive. Next to will be post determiners and books is a noun. So the sentence will be her next two books. In this way, we need to identify the categories of given determiners and we need to put them in their respective categories before the noun as per the predeterminer, central determiner, post determiner sequence. So I hope this is clear to you that how the position of determiner is used and how they are categorized. Let us move to the next point. Till now we have discussed about the basic concept of determiners, their position. Now let's have a quick glance at the various type or categories of determiners. Here are the basic 7 categories of determiners: articles, demonstratives, distributives, interrogatives, quantifiers, possessives, and determiner phrases. Articles. As you know, articles are the determiners to specify the definiteness or indefiniteness of the noun. Demonstratives. Demonstratives are the determiners which specify the position or place of noun. This, that, these, those. Distributives. Distributives are the determiners which determine the distribution of noun in a group: each, every, either, neither. Interrogatives. Interrogatives like which, what, whose. These are the determiners which, with the help of a question, determine a noun. Quantifiers. Quantifiers are determiners which determine the quantity, whether it is specific or unspecific. Possessives. Possessives are the determiners which determine the possession of the noun, in whose possession the noun is. किसके पास वो चीज़ है. Determiner phrases. There are various phrases which act as determiners. So friends, these are determiners categories. I have just given you an example or an introduction of various categories. In our later videos, we will discuss about all these categories in details. All those determiners which fall under these categories, we will take various examples to clarify the uses of various determiners. आज के इस वीडियो में determiners के बारे में इतना ही. For more on determiners, wait for my next videos. Until then, keep watching this video again and again. Get a clear picture of determiners, its fundamental, concept, position and various categories. So दोस्तों, thank you very much for being with me till now. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Basant Mudgil English Classes. Till my next video, thank you and bye bye.